Today we are going to talk about rounding. Rounding is when we take numbers and, depending on which place we're rounding to, get them as close as we can to that place value. There's a rounding rhyme that goes like this: 5 or above, give it a shove. 4 or below, let it go. I'm going to model for you the rounding procedure. So, if I have the number 4,327, and I'm going to round that number to the thousands place. I'm going to underline the place I'm rounding to. So I've underlined the digit in the thousands place. In order to round the digit to the right of the place we're rounding to, I like to call him the bossy neighbor. I'm going to circle my bossy neighbor and draw an arrow from the place I'm rounding to the bossy neighbor. Now this bossy neighbor is where our rhyme comes in. If the bossy neighbor is 5 or above, I'm going to give that 4 a shove. If the bossy neighbor is 4 or below, I'm going to let that 4 go. So we can see the bossy neighbor is 3. That's 4 or below, so the 4 in the thousands place stays the same. The bossy neighbor and all of the other digits afterwards change to zeros. So 4,327 rounded to the thousands place is 4,000. Let's practice another. If I have the number 356,412, I want to round this number to the 10,000s place. I've underlined the place I'm rounding to. I'm going to circle that digit to the right, my bossy neighbor, and draw my arrow. Okay. 5 or above, if the bossy neighbor is 5 or above, I give it a shove. 4 or below, I let it go. The bossy neighbor is a 6. That's 5 or above. So my 5 in the tens thousands place is going to change to a 6. Any digits before the place you're rounding to stays the same. So the 3 stays the same. The bossy neighbor and the rest of the digits change to zeros. 356,412 rounds to 360,000. And that is how we round numbers.